Perfect. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Jana, and I am on the volunteer team of the PTR Foundation as a social media influencer. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Patricia Rogulski in International Women's Month, who is being awarded the PTR Billie Jean King Champions of Excellence Award. Patricia recently spoke at the PTR International Rackets Conference this past February. Patricia is a former professional tennis player and achieved high ranks of number 329 in the world for singles and number 121 in the world for doubles. Patricia holds an ITF singles title and 14 ITF doubles titles. Patricia has also represented her country in both women's and mixed doubles. How are you doing today, Patricia?
Hello everybody. Thank you. I'm doing fine. So I want to say that I am very honored to get this certification. I was very surprised and it's a great honor for me and it's great motivation for my work.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. And I believe it's nighttime for you there, right?
Yeah.
Nice, very nice. All right, so I do have a couple questions to ask you today. My first question is, since we are in International Women's Month, there are a lot of female coaches around the country who work at tennis clubs or academies where it is male dominated. What is your point of view on how us women should be more recognized in places we coach?
I think it's a very good question, and I will try to answer from my side because I'm working for the club, for different clubs already. Also in Germany, I was working on in Austria and also now in Slovakia. And I mean that we, female coach, do deserve recognition, but it's very hard in the club where because I think it starts that. We are very good coaches. It's not that the men are better, but like a female, you have to take care of the family or of the kids, and it's very difficult also if you have very good players, tournament players, that it's not possible, for us to travel every weekend to other tournaments or spend the whole year on the tour. That's why I think that the male players are very famous in the tennis world because there are really a minimum number of female coaches on the ATP tour or WT tour or ITF circuits. And, this is big loss because I think we can do perfect work as well. But, if the female coaches have to make had to choose between, to be successful like coach on the tour or, to stay with the own family, then like 99% of the female coaches will decide for their families. So that's why I think this is the problem in the clubs that and a lot of women teaching the small children because there is not problem for traveling from tournaments to tournaments. So I think it's also, it could be also this point of view.
Yeah. No, I love that response. That was really, really strong there. So I'm leading into my second question. Have you always taught tennis, and what age range do you teach?
So I made a trainer license in Slovakia when I was 18, and first time I was teaching in Germany. It was very funny because I was there for playing league for one team, but I spent there 2 months and they asked me if I don't want to help them with tennis sessions. So I said, yes, of course, I will love to. And so I did it and I loved it from the first moment. So I started when I was 19 and I'm still coaching. I'm
Wow.
doing
Amazing.
coaching.
That's really cool. That's great. Kind of leaving like a legacy behind if like, students leave, come and go. How do you want your students to remember you?
Yeah, I would say it's difficult if the players are leaving or they're coming and then leaving. And but I always try to um, to teach my players to be honest and practicing very seriously, but at the same time combine it with fun. And I would like my students to remember me as a hardworking, honest, persevering player and coach who loved tennis and was always willing to help. And I tried always motivate my players, and you know that the tennis also can be fun, and you can you know, to spend all life playing tennis.
That's great. That's really awesome. I always like to leave a little legacy behind when a lot of students come and go from my end as well.
Yeah.
My third question is, how can you keep a positive mindset when working in a club or a tennis facility where sometimes the atmosphere of the business can be unfair and almost difficult to work for?
Yeah, this is also a very good and important question. In tennis business, like in other businesses, you know, you have sometimes very good atmosphere, then you have very bad atmosphere. And what I think is most important is the communication. You have to really try to have good communication between the coaches in the club. It's very important because you are colleagues, because there are strange situations with the tennis parents, as we know, you know, and also you have to communicate also with the players. And you know, it's very important that everybody from us has to know what the goal set they have, what they want to achieve in the club. And based of my many years of experience, I recommended communicating with parents and the children right from the beginning. You know, even before the first training session, is very important to know what they really want. Also the children and also the parents. You know, it's difficult if it's different if they will say, okay, the child will say, I want to be tennis star. Oh, sorry, I lost you. Ah, sorry, I was. You know, it's difficult if they told you. You know, some of them can tell you, I just want to play only for fun twice a week, and the other want to be a tennis star. You know, and also what their parents want, because sometimes maybe their kids don't want to play, but the parents want them play. So I think the communication is most important. And also you know, you have to make some rules also with the parents or with the children, also with the colleagues. And if you have the rules, it's much easier, you know, because like I told you, sometimes the atmosphere is great, but then you can have a group and you have fun and everybody are practicing very hard and it's going well, and then from one week to other week, one player is winning more and the other losing more, and then you have a lot of situation what can happen, because then the parents can come and say, oh, I don't wanna that my player now it's winning everything, I don't wanna stay in the group anymore. And or the parents from they are losing, they can also come to you and say, okay, I don't wanna stay in the group, I will have a other coach, I'm going to other coach. You know, you have one group and one player is winning, one is losing, and but the parents are thinking different, and you are doing the same good work with the players, you know. So it's very it's you know, the situation can be strange, you know, from one moment to other moment. So I think the communication is very important.
That's great. That's really, really good. I think many of us can definitely speak from experience when encountering situations like this in our place of work. So very, very great response there. Getting into my last question for the day, do you have any advice or encouragement to give those who see coaching tennis as a career but don't know where or how to start their journey?
Yeah, I think for those who see coaching tennis as their career, I would recommend it taking, investment in education. That's most important. Education, it's mean everything. So and the coaches should continue learning throughout their lives. You can improve all the time. It's not like somebody will take some good players to the top and then, okay, I am good. I don't have to learn anything, so it's not good. So, and I would advise them to start with PTR workshops. Is the best, really, and also they will be part of the family, which is very important. But because if they need help, for sure there will be someone who will help with tips and advices. And also, I think they can searching for some successful coach in their area and learn from them by observation. And I think they shouldn't hesitate to ask for advices and for help. I mean, every successful coach appreciated the interest from young college colleagues who wants to improve themselves. So I think it's a honor for them, for successful coaches. It's a honor if somebody will come to them and ask, can you help me, please? And you are doing this great. How can I be better? I think usually it will be honor for the successful coaches to share their experience and tips.
That's awesome. I really, really like that response. Very strong and definitely helpful for those who don't know their starting point to begin a coaching journey. And I actually got my coaching certification from PTR, so lots of great memories there.
Yeah.
But Patricia, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day in our different time zones. And I really appreciate all of your advice, input, and getting to hear your experiences.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me to answer your question. They were very interesting and important also. And I appreciated you are doing such a good job for female coaches as well.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Have a nice weekend. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
All right.